Amid a turbulent relationship where harmony has faded, you consciously decide to step back, seeking breathing room. Yet unexpectedly, she re-enters your life, be it through a surprising message or appearing in familiar places. It's no coincidence. She isn't merely seeking friendship or passing by casually. There's intent behind her actions, a deliberate effort to regain your attention. Let's delve into the 6 reasons prompting her to behave this way. Here they are. Number 1. It's not just longing that she feels. Let's kick off this video by diving deep into the wound. Even if you still have feelings for this woman and hope that she reaches out to you for sincere reasons, it's essential to understand that things might not be as straightforward. Many times, you praised her so much that she stuck around just for the comfort she felt with your compliments, the attention you gave her, and your extra efforts to be together. She accepted you into her life not because she was in love or deeply cared for you, but because she enjoyed how you treated her. This is quite common in relationships. A woman stays with a guy because he's nice, takes care of the family, but lacks that intense passion and love. So, when she seeks you out in your absence, it might be solely for the approval you consistently offered her, for the benefits you provided. For her to stay with you, it was a practical arrangement. Imagine this: she wanted a compliment, wanted to feel special, and there you were, always with your kind words, feeding her desire for approval. Your affectionate gestures and exaggerated efforts didn't go unnoticed, making her dependent on the positive atmosphere you created around her. Thus, she didn't hold on to you for fervent love, but rather because she liked how you made her feel unique. It's like a classic tale of a relationship without that genuine passion and love. She stayed together for convenience, not drawn by passionate love, but rather because she liked the way you made her feel special. So when you distance yourself, she seeks that emotional comfort again. Not because love is lacking, but due to the absence of approval that only you provided. Remember, my friend, the foundation of this bond may be more fragile than it seems, supported not by romantic feelings, but by the emotional dependence you created around her. Number 2. She needs to come out of this on top. Many women, even with the relationship in disarray, don't let go. They don't give up and don't take measures to change the situation. But when it's the man who takes the initiative to end things, it profoundly shakes the woman who doesn't want to see herself as the loser. She doesn't want the guy to be labeled as "I dumped her." For many, that's humiliating. Instead of facing it as a necessary step, she sees it as a defeat, and this turns into a challenge. So, she simply doesn't give up. She tries to bring you back into the relationship so you're once again in her game. And here's the complexity of the situation. When the couple has a stronger bond, when they are indeed married, the feeling that she can't exit the marriage as the loser isn't always just about her morals or ego. Of course, these factors play a role, but there are more nuances. As mentioned in the first point, it has to do with what you can provide in her life. She might reconsider not only out of pride, but because she doesn't want to lose financially. It could be the fear of losing the comfort by your side, the stability that the relationship offers. The woman might realize that by staying with you, her future is secured in terms of financial security, well-being, and even lifestyle. These are elements that for many weigh heavily on the decision to move forward or try to bring the partner back. Therefore, behind this desire to come out on top, there's an intricate web of motivations that involve not only emotional dynamics, but also practical and objective concerns. This adds a layer of complexity to the situation, turning the decision to stay or seek the partner's return into a delicate dance between feelings and concrete realities. Number 3. Your withdrawal has reignited passion. Passion in a relationship easily fades, often after a few months, maybe even a year. After this period, the flames tend to diminish. Of course, it's expected that another feeling, like more mature and serious love, takes its place. However, this doesn't always happen. Sometimes passion fades, and love isn't strong enough to keep the relationship healthy. This is especially common when it's the man who clings too tightly to the woman, suffocating the relationship and hindering the development of deeper connections. For this reason, the woman can become more hostile and less interested, leading you to pull away. When you stop being so clingy and she realizes that you're moving on, perhaps living a more interesting life than when you were with her, the flame of passion is reignited. That's why some men choose to distance themselves. And when they return to the woman, the relationship ignites as if the two had never met. This happens because the man allowed the relationship to breathe, gave space, allowing the woman to experience again the sensations of the early stages of the relationship. Number 4. She notices your improvements more. Let's face it, We tend to pay more attention to someone when that person is distant. If you've been married for a long time and your wife is always at home within your sight, it's natural to get used to it and not notice the small changes in her personality or appearance. Now, if she spends a week away, upon her return, you'll notice much more, every alteration that occurred during that time apart. The same principle applies when you distance yourself. The woman begins to notice more of the improvements in you, the changes. When she sees that you're evolving, becoming a better version of yourself, it motivates her to seek you out again. Perhaps she rejected your more vulnerable version in various ways, but deep down, she deeply desires to be alongside your enhanced self. Maybe she didn't have the willingness or strength to help you become a better person, but seeing that you were resilient enough to rise again and make the necessary changes, she starts to see you as a valuable potential partner. If you were going through a tough time, posting pictures of your sadness on social media, she probably wouldn't pay much attention. However, when you share images of your happy life, demonstrating inner peace, it irresistibly tempts her to seek your attention again. Number 5. She's just checking in. She's just taking a glance at you. This woman has no genuine interest. She's not contemplating a return or devising any plan involving you. She's merely driven by curiosity. Often, women reach out or peek at your social media out of pure curiosity, with no romantic intentions or thoughts of rekindling the relationship. Unlike men, who often may not show much interest in their ex-girlfriends' lives unless there are lingering feelings, women tend to be naturally curious about what's happening in the ex-partner's life. Even if the emotions have faded, if you find yourself in this situation and want to better understand the reasons behind this behavior, or if you're looking for ways to deal with this curiosity positively, it's worth reflecting on post-relationship dynamics and how to maintain a healthy approach. In this scenario, the key is to comprehend that often curiosity doesn't necessarily indicate a desire to resume the relationship, but rather a way to understand the present and the past more comprehensively. Number 6. She's seeking validation. Lastly, another reason she may be in contact or observing your life is the quest for validation. Sometimes, women aim to confirm that their presence still holds significance, that they left a mark on your life. This behavior may be driven by a need to feel that they were important and that the changes that occurred in your life after the relationship ended are somehow connected to them. By validating their influence, she can experience a certain emotional comfort and even feed her ego. This doesn't necessarily mean she wants to rekindle the relationship, but rather seeks to reaffirm her impact on your life. Understanding this aspect can help deal with the situation more calmly, recognizing that often the quest for validation is linked to one's journey of self-discovery and growth after the end of a relationship. And so, we wrap up this video examining various reasons why a former partner might reach out or monitor your life. It's crucial to recognize that each circumstance is distinct, and motivations may not always be transparent. Being aware of these dynamics can enable a more mindful and balanced approach to such situations. If you appreciated the insights shared in this video, please show your support by liking it. And if you haven't already, consider subscribing to the channel and hitting the notification bell for updates on future content. Until next time.